Hello guys, welcome back to the channel again. This is Lola Chila. Oh my god, let me tell you something guys. The weather in Nairobi, it's we are unsure of what we're gonna get each day. So anyway guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lola Chila, and let me tell you something. I've been doing a series of videos whereby I'm just enlightening a few of you, or most of you, about YouTube and how to navigate YouTube. And you know, it's been rather interesting, and today is another video. It's one of those videos, and guess what, I'm going to be talking about some of the questions that I have come across and some of the questions that I have received about YouTube. So I'm going to be answering some of those questions to the extent of my knowledge, you know, to the best of my knowledge. Yeah, let me just put it out there. And that's why I still insist that this is an interactive platform. So if you feel like there's something you need to add and there's something you need to, you know, clarify, just do it in the comment sections, and let's just make this one of those sessions, you know, make this one of those spaces whereby we just tell all about what happens right here on YouTube. So I'm going to be talking about some of the most prominent, some of the questions that come up a lot about YouTube. So here we go. My name is Lola Chila, like I said earlier, and this is my YouTube channel. So kindly subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, and do everything that you feel necessary to make sure that you're supporting me. And thank you so much if you are. So let's do this. So I'm a pen and paper kind of girl. You know, I'm a pen and paper kind of girl. So I have the questions written out. So let's start with question number 1. How often should I post on YouTube? How often should I post on YouTube? So, okay, this is one of the most important questions that you usually come across, or you usually think about whenever you're starting on this particular platform. One thing I can advise you or tell you about posting on YouTube, all you need to do, especially in the beginning when you're building the platform, is to be consistent. Be consistent. If you've decided you're posting once a week, do it once a week. If you've decided you're posting every day, do it every day up until you see the results that you really want. And also still make sure that you're setting realistic goals in terms of the consistency or the content that you'll be putting out there, so that you don't get overwhelmed at some points. I hope you understand consistency, and be very realistic about whether you're gonna keep up with whatever you have decided on. Yeah, so for me, that is the best I can do for you, because at first when I began, if you watched my previous videos, I wasn't as consistent, and I had no idea that consistency does pay off. But along the way, when I stuck to the consistency and decided that this the number of videos I'll be posting in a week, and I decided and stuck to it for like the next 6 months, I did see massive, immense results. So that's why I'm giving you this particular advice. So there is another question here that is also very common. How do you pick out a niche? Now, I might be the worst person to advise you on this, but I know from experience that somewhere in what I will say, you'll pick out something. Because first of all, I was all over the place with my niche, and I intentionally did not pick a niche. It was intentional for me because I wasn't sure of exactly what I wanted to do. So the niche that I'm doing currently, which is more of travel related, lifestyle, culture, and all that, it kind of did pick me. It picked me. I did not pick it. You get. So what I can tell you is, make sure that you balance your passion and market demand. Yeah, what does the market really want? You know, because what we are doing is all about just, you know, making sure that we are meeting the needs of the people who are watching us, and make sure, but at the end of the day, that you're passionate about that particular niche that you're picking out. So you might be good in beauty, you might be good in lifestyle, you might be good in whatever content, but whatever niche you pick, make sure you're passionate about it and push it. Let's go to the next question. Oh, so what editing software is the best to use when editing your videos? So this is a pretty much very common question, and while doing your research, you'll come across several of them. So, and there are a lot out there. So a lot of people who ask this question want they want the software zeroed down for them, especially for those of us who've used some of those softwares like iMovies, DaVinci Code, Adobe Premiere Pro, and the likes, you know. And then there is CapCut. So the four that I've mentioned, or the five that I've mentioned, are just among the common ones. There are a lot more out there that are simple or simplified, but now these are used by a lot of people on YouTube because they come with a lot more features to play around with when it comes to video editing. But the most prominent that have seen being used lately, because it's kind of easy to use and you can find it on your phone, is CapCut, while the rest are mostly, you know, you can use on your laptop or your desktop or whatever that is. And you have to be aware that some of them are free, but some of them are, if you want to get the premier features, you have to pay for them, and some of them are entirely paid for, you know, like Adobe, you know, and all that. So you have to consider a lot of things when you're choosing your editing software. What really do you want to achieve with your videos by the end of the day? Yeah, got it? Let's go to the next question. What's the ideal video length? I think I did answer a bit of this question in my last video. What's the ideal video length of videos on YouTube? Now, while it depends on the content that you're posting, you also have to remember that by the end of the day, you know, if you're working on monetizing your platform and you want to optimize it by the end of the day, also, the ideal length is between 8 minutes to 15 minutes or even longer, like I said, depending on your content. But 18 to 15 will work great for you. It will push you to the extent that you want to be pushed, and your videos will be able to be appreciated in a way that you want to be appreciated. And I think in 8-15 minutes, you'll have covered everything that you want to put into a video. That's why I think that's the ideal length for a lot of YouTube videos. So this is another one. I really love this one because a lot of people, this is what holds them back from doing what I'm doing. Because mine is a video where I like doing my content where I appear on camera, but a lot of people, there are so many faceless videos, video content going on YouTube, you know, I don't know why I'm all over the place. But what I mean is, someone is asking how they can get comfortable in front of the camera. Well, it needs a lot of practice. Practice. Aside the confidence, you need to really practice. Do it even when you're not posting that particular video. Record yourself, watch yourself again, correct yourself, go back, record yourself, do it over and over and over again, and make sure by the end of the day, as you're doing all that, you carry your confidence with you. You get. And also, once you research on the material that you're going to talk about, focus on that, and not necessarily on what people will be, how people will be perceiving you, because that's usually the biggest problem whenever we are in front of the camera. So what you're gonna do is stand in front of the camera, pick a material that you wanna talk about that particular material, and focus on the message that you want to pass across. And also after that, you know, just switch off your camera, look at what you've done, and if you're not comfortable with it, do it again. You know, find a few things to correct here and there, and then do it again. Do it as much as possible to be very comfortable to be able to talk in front of the camera. And also, like I say, depending on the language that you want to use, read as many books as possible to refine your language. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Someone is asking, how do I deal with negative comments? It's everyone's fear that whatever you'll be putting out there will not be met with the reaction that you expect. You know, we all want positive remarks. We want the, oh wow, you know. But then again, it never happens to be so. But personally for me, I think it was one of my fears, because I remember even in the beginning when I started posting my videos, I switched off my comment section, or I put settings. YouTube has that. I put settings whereby any negative comment that comes through will not show up on my on my main video. You know, it cannot be read, it won't be public. I'm the only one who can access it, but it won't be public. And then I realized, why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? That means literally you're scared. You know, you're really not sure what you're doing, because some of these negative comments, they have a bit of truth to it. Someone can tell you something in such a bad way, but if you really look into it, some of them, I'm talking about some of them, and I'm not talking about people who bully or troll. I'm talking about the people who genuinely do not know how to pass across a message. And so when you look at it at first, you'll be like, why is this person coming at me like this? So those are the people I'm talking about, and those are the people I'm saying, you know, they must have a thing or two, and they might be telling you a bit of some truth. Yeah. So negative comments, personally for me, I read the comments because I've had several of them, by the way. And I remember even one person, there is a video I did particularly where one person came for me, like literally, and it was like, we are gonna find where you are and we are gonna unsubscribe because I think you're being negative to our community. And I was like, where is this person coming from? Like, it was so harsh. It was so harsh. Yeah. And then he was like, I realized a lot of us are your supporters on here. Why do you keep on painting us in such a negative manner? I know you guys, you know, you'll go through my videos and you realize, you'll be looking at them like, why should they be coming for you? Because I was also the same way. But I just went there, I replied something, and thankfully people who watch your videos and people who are for you will be on that same comment trying to correct this person. And that was what happened. By the way, I've met other people in the comments going like, oh my god, no, don't be like that, you know, I think you're overreacting, this lady does a good job, and you did not see this video the way she saw it, blah blah blah, or we saw it. And it was such a good reaction. I felt so happy that there are people who came, you know, who came out to support me. So those are the 6 prominent questions that I come across a lot. Others I've already answered in my previous videos that I've done. Like I said, I'm doing a series of videos to just, you know, enlighten people about how YouTube works and my experience on YouTube. So hopefully you're gonna get a little bit of information from there and run with it. In the meantime, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Like, share, comment, and let's continue just building this particular community, because so far I'm loving it. I'm loving the flow. So I'm glad you're with me up to this stage. Until next time, bye bye.